You're right there, guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the Ultimate RTG. And was it another week of misery, or were we able to continue that form and secure that elite rank? Because pre-patch, we were looking likely that we were going to get into the elite 1 tiers consistently, top 100 eventually, and then the patch dropped, and we had two back-to-back gold 1 finishes, which is not really what we're looking for. Last week, 25 wins. This week, 23 with what I'd say one game in hand, but I still went into that game not really like grinding it out. I decided to quit as well. So elite 3, we were able to secure it, and I was bringing in Patrick Vieira to glue the side together. Did he do what was needed of him? Yes, he did. And we're not going to be selling Vieira. It's one of those purchases that I did say in the last episode. We've basically locked in coins, and we're going to be using Vieira for a while. Now, one person that I'd like to upgrade eventually, and it might be a surprise to you, is Kante. His playmaking when I switch into a 4-2-3-1 isn't good enough these days. He like misplaces passes, and I noticed a couple of times that from that my opponent was getting back into the game. And I have conceded so many late goals this weekend, it's driving me mad. 90th minute, 120th minute, and if I can turn those games around, it could have been another Elite 2 finish. Like consistent. Last week, 25. This weekend, it would have been another 25 wins, which is pretty decent, you know? Out of 30 games, with these conditions, you know how it is. Lunges, delay, underpowered passes, finishing being as inconsistent as it's ever been. So I'm pretty happy with that. Defensively though, we are looking to upgrade really the left hand side, and someone brought it to my attention, which is quite funny. When he saw where my opponents were taking the shots from, most of the goals came from the right hand side. So if you switch it around, it's my left back and left centre back, they're the issues. Well, Alexandro, we're looking to upgrade him. Juan Jesus was just a filler because I did sell Maldini, and then left defensive mid, it would be Kante because Patrick Vieira is playing right defensive mid. So I was going through like different custom tactics, the player instructions, and when I went back to a 4-2-3-1, someone recommended for me to use freeform on all 3 cams, or the wide cams, and I don't know if it made like much of a difference. So what I'm gonna do is play a couple of games in Div Rivals during the week, see how they play, then switch back to balance and like see if I can notice like any difference that has with the attack. But I want to go over like a few things that have been released. We've got Mendy that I was considering, but for his price, is it really worth locking in coins for someone of his standard and quality? Because his non-inform was terrible. I don't know if you guys have used it. That's one of the reasons why I would always go for Robertson at the start of the game when I was building those cheap Premier League sides. But Mendy's got a nice upgrade, but if you guys have actually used him, let me know in the comment section if he's worth going for, because then I could play Van Dijk left centre back, have Mendy left back, and then swap Vieira over just to get a chemistry link. That could be an option. And then with what's rumored tonight, we're gonna have 2 Italians being released. Hopefully the Del Piero SBC. Now I don't know if I'm gonna be persuaded to do him on the RTG so soon. That's something that I will work towards, or an Adinio. On the main account I'm gonna do him. But who could be the Carnival player? Daniele De Rossi. I don't know where this has come from. Some people are just saying it, but if they do release De Rossi, I've got 100,000 coins sitting there, and I will do his SBC on the RTG. So down the right hand side, we could bring in, we could bring back, no, we don't have to bring back anybody, because I have Juan Jesus. I could link De Rossi to Juan Jesus, and in the right back position, we could go for Florenzi, and then maybe bring Florenzi into the midfield alongside Vieira and take a centre back, take a centre mid and play them as our right back. I like the sound of it. Cancelo has an in-form right mid card. Okay, so if De Rossi comes out tonight, that's going to be amazing. But other than that, what else has been happening? We've had more SBCs being released that are just stupidly expensive. Like Hulk, I've been told that he's got himself a really good card, and his finishing, I came up against him twice, and I've got to say that he is difficult to play against. Is those physical stats as well, and he was one of the reasons why I was conceding very late on in matches. And that's something that I want to work on. I'm going to be changing my custom tactics and making sure that I completely switch up the game plan. Might even go 5 at the back. I'm not kidding. Like, it's come to that point where it's been consistent this weekend where I've conceded very late on. And I did mention, like, if I didn't, then that could have been another 25 win finish. But Emre Can, I've already got on the account. You would have seen that in the last episode. And I brought him on for one game and he felt pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Like, his physical stats going into the challenge, his pace on the track back isn't that fast. But would I rather use him alongside Patrick Vieira? Now, that's another option. And as he is from the Serie A, you can see everything starting to come together once again. So that's why I was considering doing Mendy, because I could move Van Dijk over to that left-hand side and still get chemistry. Like, I have no reason to bring in like a full Premier League defense, because Van Dijk on 8 chemistry, there's no issues. And I tell you one person that did step up, Ederson. That guy, like, people ask me when I had him off chem, is there a reason why you're doing that, or is it because you need chemistry to other players? Nothing about that. Ederson on full chem or on 8 chem, he is so good with those reaction saves, and he will surprise you with some of the stops that he's able to make. So with our team, it is really making upgrades down that left-hand side, seeing how we can do in the weekend league and go from there. But with the recent SBCs, they're just a little bit too expensive for me right now, and I do want to start grinding at that 81 plus SBC using bronze packs. But then, are the bronze packs really profitable right now? It's all about those silver cards. Like, they're going for some crazy amounts. But anyway, boys, let's go back into the team. We've got some SBCs to go and do and all that good stuff. Please do leave a like on the series if you're enjoying. Here we go. So in that last episode, I was listing up those Germans, and surprisingly, I was able to get quite nice bin prices, 4,002, 3,005. So I made profit on a few of them, but most of them I did take a little bit of a loss. And I haven't had the chance to do the Brazilian version to get to Lisca, and that's another player that I've been facing. Hold on a minute, I got squad battle rewards. That was another player that I was facing in the weekend league, and his shot and pace seems really good. So I know for sure that I'm going to be going for him. One reward pack, and it's a loan. Wow. But anyway, guys, ignore that loan pack. What I was about to say is I don't think it's worthwhile going out of our way, spending 40 to 50,000 on the Brazilian squad when you can just take really good silvers off the bench that aren't Brazilian, and they're going to do exactly the same thing. But I will be doing that challenge and working towards it. Want to get my hands on Talisca. I'll probably get Weyer as well, just playing a few squad battle games. It's another card that I can use towards an SBC. But this strength and discipline, I've done. And again, I think these guys here, untradeable. I got Medel, he's also untradeable. So it's just worthwhile for us to do. Premium Gold Players Pack. Yeah, about that. You think we're going to get anything? Let's go and find out. So EA also released a Vincent Kompany flashback, but they didn't give him anywhere near the stats like that end of an era card received on FIFA 18. And for some weird reason, I was wanting to do him last night. He's going to cost like 250,000. Yeah, I can appreciate you get good packs back, but there's no guarantee you're going to be making even 50k from those packs. And his pace, his acceleration, 65. Doesn't really take my fancy, man. His defense and physical stats are really good, though. But anyway, enough of Kompany. We're not going to do him. It's a bit of a waste of coins. Premium Gold Players Pack. Let's get it. Yeah. I think what I'm going to have to do, though, is take untradeable ultimate packs from Div Rivals this week. I don't know if you guys are going to agree, but I need to bring players back into the club, just because I did a clear out the other day to afford Patrick Vieira. The one thing that I'm kicking myself over, if I waited just literally one more day, I would have been able to save like 200,000 coins. Just the market is so stupid. Oh man, it's really, really annoying. But it's fine, like everything else has dropped, so it's not going to make too much of a difference. I just had that opportunity to make 200,000 just like that. So with the money that we made off of Neymar, it's come down a little bit. So we're still in profit, and I'm going to be playing a few more drafts during the week because that really gave out. So I do get asked a lot to show the player stats and how they're doing in terms of goals to game. And Mbappe, the mission right now is to get him back up to, well, a goal a game. And he's slowly but surely getting there. One thing that I need to work on, though, is consistency inside the box. Even games that I've won, I've been completely dominating, and it shouldn't really be close, and I could wrap the game up before half time, and I can't get the ball in the back of the net. And it could be the way I'm setting up these shots and I'm not taking enough time, or I'm doing something that just isn't working in FUT Champs right now. In the draft, I've got no issues. As soon as I get into Champs, everything is being choked right now. But Mbappe, yeah, he's still smashing it. Oh, Hazard has only played 1,000 games for the club. I would say, right, Hazard overall has been my favorite player and the best unlock on FIFA 19, just because he's been super reliable on any patch, in any game. He's just one of the best players to go for. He's got that strength in it, and if you never did the player of the month, you've got a chance to go and get yourself that inform. But Felipe Anderson, yeah, he played well this weekend. Neymar actually didn't feel as good as that team of the group stage 94. So I'm going to have to disagree with what I said last weekend. Is there really any difference? Maybe it's the stamina as well, you know, like going into extra time. He isn't going to be playing as good because he's only got 81, whereas he's had like a little bit of an upgrade on the team of the group stage. You never know, really, but 30 games, 16 goals, 17 assists isn't terrible, as he was playing as my right attacking mid and also as a right striker. But what I had in mind, like I just mentioned a little earlier, I can get rid of Alexandro like this, because down the left-hand side it's going to be completely different. We can bring in Florenzi. This is if De Rossi receives an end of an era card. Hold on a minute, not an end of an era card, what am I talking about? If he receives one of those carnival players, but then I've just had a thought, I wouldn't need Cancelo, because De Rossi would be playing in the midfield. Or do I even want to do that? De Rossi, is he going to have a good enough card? Because his defensive stats are already very, very good. And if he did receive a nice upgrade, I probably would unlock him. The thing is, though, I've just had a thought. I kind of want to play Florenzi alongside Patrick Vieira as my two CDMs in a 4-2-3-1, and then somehow get Cancelo into this team to play him as the right back. Now that's come together, and that's looking really good in my opinion. So that's just one of the ideas that I had. And then even if I need to use Emre Can, I could play him alongside Patrick Vieira. And the best thing about this team right now is that I have Vieira, the guy that is just going to glue the whole team together. Because if I want to go for even like a Mendy left back, I've got that French link. It's just perfect that we've gone and purchased an icon in the midfield just to help out chemistry. Boom. You don't even have to think about anything, and it's already like coming together. So that's where we're going to end it, boys. In the next episode, I should have my hands on Talisca, and that's another player that we could consider bringing into the starting 11. Depends how well he plays for us. So it's looking good. We need to grind the draft this week, div rivals, get loads of coins, and then start upgrading the side. But I feel like there's a lot of room for improvement on the game for me right now. Just I'm not myself since the patch, but we will get there. We're going to keep pushing, and hopefully we can play a little bit better. But thank you very much for watching. Leave a like. Let me know in the comment section how you got on in the Weekend League, and I will see you on the next one. Team out. Peace.